Last time on the Diana Years, we saw Princess Diana soldiering on in a sham marriage, becoming a global fashion icon.
She was a true princess. She had everything that every young girl dreams about.
She was a stunner.
And she becomes an ambassador for Britain.
They were a world-beating double act.
But following revelations about secret love affairs, we saw the royal marriage disintegrate.
This was the establishment red in tooth and claw. They were baying for blood.
It is announced from Buckingham Palace that, with regret, the Prince and Princess of Wales have decided to separate.
Today on the Diana Years, we revisit the next chapter in Diana's life, through rarely seen archive footage and through many of her own personal music favourites of the time. "1993 marked the beginning of a new life for Princess Diana after officially separating from Prince Charles. She still had a fulfilling and loving family life, however, with her two sons, William and Harry.
Over and over again, I saw Diana draw enormous comfort and strength from the love she had for her children, the love she had from them. It was probably the one unconditional love in her life, and it was especially precious because of that.
A miracle of love will take away your pain. When the miracle of love comes your way, the miracle of love will take away your pain.
Despite her son's special constitutional position, Diana had a very particular philosophy for bringing them up.
Well, one of Diana's philosophies was that she always wanted her kids to have this as normal an upbringing as possible.
The day out at Thorpe Park shows that Diana's life certainly wasn't all doom and gloom, and that she had her fair share of pleasure and happiness.
The day at Thorpe Park is a day that I think most people in the world know about. It had huge media coverage.
To you, even if I know we can make it. Yes, I love the thought of giving hope to you.
This was an idea that Diana wanted to give the kids a day out, and I recall it quite vividly. There was myself, the team that I took with me, the chauffeur. I even think that the valet's sons, the Burrell boys, were there as well. But Diana saw herself as the caring mother in some half-term break to sort of give the kids a good day out. And that's exactly what it was. I mean, it was tremendous fun, even for me, trying to sort of keep this security hat on at the same time, pretend that I was actually enjoying these moments of petting like some maniac, out of breath with William and Harry on a lake in these sort of tubs they had. So it was an incredible day out, it really was.
Officially separated from Prince Charles, Diana now seems to have been wrestling with a way to shore up her position.
She had a sort of plan, because she was actually quite a determined person with goals, that she wanted to carve out a role for herself and not be a sort of rejected, despised adjunct. She wanted to be the Queen Mother for the two princes, and I think probably have a separate court. She did not want a divorce.
So just leave me alone.
While Princess Diana was worrying about her role in the world's media had no such doubts. She was still one of the most sought-after people on the planet. It was left to her Scotland Yard protection officer, Ken Worf, to try to keep some order.
Unless that was controlled, there was a huge potential, not only for public disorder, but for the risk of personal injury. So these had to be stage managed. Now, Diana, unlike her husband at that time and other members of the royal family, she would never ever take a press secretary or a private secretary, in other words, any member of her staff on her private holidays. So, reluctantly, that responsibility normally rested on my shoulders and my colleagues. Now, all I was interested in is actually maintaining the best for Diana, but maintaining that there was no public disorder, and that the safety of the princess and William and Harry was obviously paramount. If that meant negotiating with the media.
What's a good point about here, anyway? Why here?
Coming to some arrangement in providing the best photo opportunity.
Yeah, but what we want to avoid is simply upsetting her, right?
Yeah.
Now, if that sounds a good idea to me, but if you do it, then everyone else want to do their own thing. And when we did it last year with Philip Mackey here, everybody did their own thing, and it went completely wrong.
Now, 99% of the time, you'd have Diana's approval for that, because she realised, despite the odd tantrum, that there's only one way she's going to get a decent holiday out of this, if she's actually gives something back in return. So there had to be a payoff. So I would negotiate and single out some old hand in the media.
Should we go down the hut?
And get him or her to act as the Captain Mannering of the day, to organise the media.
I think that the answer is perhaps to pre-position everybody along the canal edge.
Now, that never failed me.
There was a paradox in all of this. While Princess Diana undoubtedly enjoyed the fame that media coverage brought her, she found the pressure and intrusion incredibly difficult. In December that year, she decided the attention was too overwhelming and that she wanted to be left alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales, would like to make a short statement. Your Royal Highness.
At the end of this year, when I've completed my diary of official engagements, I will be reducing the extent of the public life I've led so far.
I remember extremely well when Diana announced that she was going to withdraw from public life. I think she'd reached a crossroads, and she needed time to reflect.
Over the next few months, I will be seeking a more suitable way of combining a meaningful public role with hopefully a more private life. I hope you can find it in your hearts to understand and to give me the time and space that has been lacking in recent years.
But it was immediately clear that media pressure was not going to go away.
She's not going to live in America, is she? She's only going to be living down at Kensington. She'll be doing other things.
It just means that the pictures that we get of her are offbeat, perhaps doing things without the children, perhaps go-karting, out shopping, at the cinema, this sort of thing. They'll just be worth more money.
So you think you'll actually make more money out of Princess Diana retiring?
Yeah.